You ain't gonna believe what happened over here, man. Real warm out there, and they came in the house. Cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking. Might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to duty.
Coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program here from Lanier National Speedway, it is another round of the JSI Racing League. It is the 360 Wingless. The 360 Wingless sprint cars on the program for tonight. Again, the first of two shows here on this Sunday evening. 360 Wingless, followed by the 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. As Tyler McQuilkin just going to back it in there, and we'll take a look at the qualifying standings for you right now. There they are coming up on the left-hand side. There it is. Braden Shute goes quick time with a 12.942. Aston Hurley 12.943 with Tyler Bish with a 12.952. Qualifying results about to pop up on the screen just to confirm once again. As Shute, Hurley, Bish and Barry all going to start on pole of heats number 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, well, they'll start on the outside of the front row. That's Trevor Royer, Brad O'Brien, Brady Baldwin, Bryce Lucius, Brock Lewis and Aiden Beerline going to round out your top 10 drivers. Heat race number 1, let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, starting on the pole position. It's going to be Braden Shute on his outside, driving the Black Diamond Motorsports Caliber of Trevor Royer, position number 2. Brock Lewis in car 2, going to start out of position number 3 to his outside. The 79 for Iridium Sim Sports, that is Daniel Boyd. Clayton Davies for Ace Esports in caliber 50, going to start out of position number 5, and on his outside, driving caliber 08, that's Drew Fenton, out of position number 6. Position number 7 will be the Radical Sim Racing number 23 of Eddie Hunt. He normally runs the 19 machine. And starting position number 8, it's going to be the 47 of Tyler McQuilkin. And that is your 8 starters in heat race number 1. Top 4 going straight through to the main event. Everybody else gets shuffled into one of 2 B mains here on the program. So Shute in the outdoor cleaning number 15. Royer in the Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine. We're set for a start this time by, and we are green down into turn number 1 and 2. Hello Anne-Marie, hope you are doing well. Shute gonna lead, here comes Royer. Daniel Boyd now onto the outside there on Brock Lewis down into turn number 3 and 4. Lap number 1 is in the books, and there goes Braden Shute, your race leader. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. Daniel Boyd in the 4th and final transfer position. Oh, you see the Black Diamond Motorsports 1X machine? Well, that's actually being driven there by Clayton Davies. So Davies is actually running the Hannigan mobile. And there's a very simple explanation for that one, but let's just go with it. That Hannigan had brought his car down here and he'd offered up the ride to Clayton Davies. And Davies obviously said yes to running that 1X machine. As we head down into turn number 1 and 2, Shute and Royer trying to catch up to your race leader, Braden Shute, the man who went quick time here tonight and again. Looking to start on pole for tonight's 35 lap main event. Royer now works down to the inside, but no, give the advantage to Shute. 3 to run as they head down the back straight away. Good battle going on for your race lead. Brock Lewis sitting in 3rd, Daniel Boyd 4th. Then you go back to Eddie Hartley, Drew Fenton, Clayton Davies, Tyler McQuilkin back in 7th and 8th position. It is all Braden Shute at the moment. Your race leader with 1 to run. Back straight away for the final time. Heat race number 1 is about to be complete. Royer tries the inside once again, not going to do it. Shute will win. Royer 2nd, Lewis 3rd, Boyd your top 4. Hartley, Fenton, Davies and McQuilkin all going to either B main 1 or B main number 2. Let's take a look at your ultimate. Before we take a look at the starting grid, we'll take a look at the results. So there is Shute, Royer, Lewis and Boyd all transferring to the show. 35 laps will be the distance for the main event later on tonight. Heat race number 2, cars getting set to fire off. driving the Allure Esports caliber 99. That is Aston Hurley on the pole position. He's outside the Momentum Sim Sports number 77. In fact, he's not with them anymore, I don't believe. That's going to be Brad O'Brien. Aiden Beerline, driving car number 13B, going to start position number 3. Cody Lawrence, he'll start position number 4. Position number 5 is going to be Riley Simpson and Russell Bonzi in the 42, position number 6. It's a JSI Racing row 4 to the inside. It's William Pilot in the 55. He'll start position number 7. And they call him Berkey. There's a reason why. Jason Burke in the 74 going to line up out of position number 8. So Aston Hurley in the 99, the Allure Esports entry. It's been a number of weeks since we've seen the 99 driver as the flagman gives him the green flag down into 1 and 2. And oh, look out, Beerline tagged the back of Hurley, but Hurley got a little loose. We go down into 3 and 4. Beerline with a massive wreck there. Not sure whether that was, it was Simpson in the 06 machine being scored as a 65. Man, Beerline now has got a lot of work to do. Simpson on the outside. Pilot up into position number 4, looking for position number 3. Meanwhile, Brad O'Brien, your race leaner down into turn number 1 and 2. Berkey and Hurley running positions 5 and 6. And again, those drivers on the outside looking in of tonight's main event. They'll have to do it the hard way. Simpson still holds on to that 3rd spot on the racetrack. Pilot back there in 4th. Meanwhile, it is all Brad O'Brien. Look out, Simpson. Oh, hard into the crate. And now an opportunity for either Jason Burke or Aston Hurley as Burke now moves to position 4, but he'll drift up the racetrack. And Hurley says, thank you very much. He'll take away position number 4. So Hurley's still got his work cut out for him. If he was to finish 4th, he's going to have to come from position number 14 in the main event later on tonight. Cody Lawrence on screen in the number 55 machine. O'Brien opens up a near 3-second advantage down through turn number 1 and 2. There's a lap and a bit. In fact, there'll be a lap to run this time by. White flag is out for Brad O'Brien in the 77 machine. Back straight away, final time into turn number 3. Brad O'Brien is going to win the heat race number 2 in car 77. Second to go to Cody Lawrence. Third at the line is going to be William Pilot. He advanced 7 positions as well. Then you go back to Aston Hurley coming across the start-finish line in 4th. And there is Jason Burke going to round out the 5 cars in heat race number 2. We'll take a look at those results for you right now as they pop up on your screen. There we go. Brad O'Brien, Cody Lawrence, William Pilot, Aston Hurley, your top 4. Jason Burke, Riley Simpson, Aiden Beerline, the 7 cars to take to the racetrack. Russell Bonzi had some mechanical issues and really will have to come from the back of one of the B mains. Heat race number 3 on the pole, driving the 41 for Allure Esports. That is Tyler Bish. He'll start on pole. To the outside of the front row, driving the number 7 machine for SM Sim Sports. That is Brady Baldwin, position number 2. Blake Walsh in the 97 for OBR Sim Sports. He'll start position number 3. Petteri Kodavara, our Finland driver, in car 59. He'll start position number 4. Max Bevan, caliber 68, going to start out of position number 5. And John Helms will start out of position number 6. Jason Crawford in the JSI Racing caliber 5 entry. He'll start out of position number 7. And Cahill Gray, driving caliber 63, going to line up out of position number 8. Looks like Kodavara, who was scheduled to start out of position number 4, did not make the call. And again, we hope that he doesn't have too many virtual mechanical issues in that race car. So this is heat race number 3 here from Lanier. I say a big thank you to, of course, the JSI admin team for allowing me to change the track because I believe we're meant to be at USA tonight, but no one really wants to stick around for 2 minutes, not only a lap, but about 8 minutes per caution lap. So Bish and Baldwin on the front row. Bish in the 41, Baldwin in the 7 entry. 8 laps again. Heat race number 3. The back half of the heat races. Green flag is out. Blake Walsh got an absolute stellar of a start as well. He timed that one to perfection. They went 3-1. Look at carrying to the wall. That's Cahill Gray. Walsh and Baldwin side by side. Here comes a slide job by Blake Walsh. Baldwin now turns it back underneath him down through turn number 1 and 2 we go. Slide job by Baldwin. And Brady Baldwin going to have the race lead. He'll protect that Lanier on the slide line. But Walsh, he sneaks it up on the inside anyway. Good battle. Bish eats a piece of the concrete wall. Slide job there by Walsh. And Baldwin once again crosses back underneath out of turn number 2. We head down into 3 and 4. Walsh again with another slide job. This is why you come to Lanier, ladies and gentlemen. 3 in the books and 5 to run. Oh, look out. Walsh is going to go upside down. Little contact there with Brady Baldwin. Max Bevan now going to move into position number 2. John Helms in 3rd position. Tyler Bish, he's in 4th. Then you go back to Jason Crawford, Blake Walsh, Kodavara, who was about to make his way back on the racetrack. But it is all Brady Baldwin at the completion of lap number 5. 3 circuits remaining here at Lanier. He's getting the job done down into turn number 1 in 3 and 4, down through 1 and 2. 2 remaining for Baldwin. Bevan still running in the 2nd position. Helms and Bevan, they had both advanced 3 positions, meaning they started side by side in row 3 together. White flag is out, 1 to run for Brady Baldwin. He's just going to put 3/8 of a mile together and he will win heat race number 3. He'll keep it glued to the bottom side out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Baldwin gets the win. 2nd will go to Bevan. Bish is now going to come home 3rd, just ahead of John Helms in position number 4. Jason Crawford in 5th. Blake Walsh 6th. Baderi Kodavara in 7th. And Cahill Gray, who unfortunately did not make the start of heat race number 3. So there is your result. Baldwin, Bevan, Bish and Helms, your top 4. They have locked themselves into your 35 lap main event later on this evening as we get set for heat race number 4, your 4th and final heat race of the night. Then for SM Sim Sports, he will drive, normally he's cut up a 20, that's Joshua Barry on the pole position. To his outside, driving the Up North Esports 32B entry, that is Bryce Lucius. Braith Carlin, see him piloting the number 12 machine. He'll start position number 3. And for TJS Sim Sports in caliber 31, Tyler Stralo, position number 4. Blake Hancock will start position number 5, and David Mush going to roll off at a 6th position. Trent Humphries will start position number 7, and that is going to be all the cars on the racetrack for heat number 4, your 4th and final heat race of the night. So don't forget, we've still got the 360 winged sprint cars to come up after this. Again, that'll be in roughly about an hour's time. Carlin, who picked up a win in the 360 wing sprint car series last week at Kokomo. Not gonna lie, I thought about taking this series there, but I figured, hey, let's go to another small track. Let's go to Lanier. Lucius, man, he really shut the door there. Oh, watch out, one car into the creek. That looks to be Damon Morsh in the 26 machine. Challenge on for the race lead. Lucius now on the inside of Barry. Barry on the top side in the 20. Lucius in the red and white 32 entry now. Slide job for the race lead coming. No, he'll keep it glued down to the bottom side of the racetrack. So they've got a bottom and somewhat of a middle line happening down through 1 and 2 and also 3 and 4. Barry again continues to work the top side of the speedway. Lucius, he's still down low. Look out, there's problems there for Braith Carlin. And maybe Trent Humphries. Strala moves into position number 3. We stay focused on 1st and 2nd here. Strala and Hancock running 3 and 4. Then you go back to Trent Humphries in the 14 machine. 4 laps in, 4 remaining here in the final heat race of the night. Joshua Barry Well, he's had to bite the bullet and start to go to the low side. Following your race leader, Lucius, one of a couple of American visitors here in the JSI Racing 360 League Series. And I say League Series because these guys, they run 2 shows per night. They run the 360 Wingless, followed by the 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. And you've been with us for a number of months now right here on UltimateDirtTV as the white flag is coming out here for heat race number 4, your 4th and final heat of the night before we move into our preliminary mains. And of course, a 35 lap main event to come later on. Checkered flag is out. Bryce Lucius will win heat race number 4. Second to go to Barry. Third at the line is here to the 16 of Blake Hancock, and Trent Humphreys will come home in your 4th and final transfer position. There we go. Heat number 4 results about to pop up on the screen. There it is. Lucius, Barry, Hancock, and Humphreys, your top 4 drivers. Everybody else heading to one of 2 B mains. So, as we take a look here at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid for B main number 1. It's going to be Eddie Hartley on the pole position. Jason Crawford out of position number 2. Drew Fenton position number 3. Blake Walsh will start position number 4. Clayton Davies out of position 5. Pateri Kodavara position number 6. Tyler McQuilkin position 7. And Cahill Gray out of position number 8. So that's a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. 10 laps of distance. And your top 3 going to make up a 22 car field here tonight. Looking forward to this B main, the first of 2 B mains on the program. However, Clayton Davies and Tyler McQuilkin, well, they've packed the wingless up. Maybe they're getting ready to put the wings on top. Hopefully we'll see those guys back out here in roughly about an hour's time for the 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. Hartley and Crawford on row 1. Green flag set to fly. 10 laps of distance. The first preliminary B main of the evening. It's going to be Hartley driving the 23 car. Here comes Walsh up on the inside, and Walsh goes for the daily double. He goes from position number 3 to position number 1. Meanwhile, Crawford 3 wide with Fenton and Kodavara. Kodavara got a little tight down into turn number 1. Give the spot to Fenton. And remember, it's a top 3 going through to the main event. Look out. Crawford got into the back of Fenton, nearly turned him around. Maybe trying to drink on the job is Fenton. Driving the 08 machine, but Kodavara, a feature winner, a number of podiums this season already, especially in the wingless division, having to do it the hard way. So again, Clayton Davies, Tyler McQuilkin out of the event for the 360 wingless stuff. Your leader is Blake Walsh as we complete lap number 4. So different to what we've seen in the last couple of heat races where we've seen drivers work the bottom side of the racetrack. Now we're seeing a lot of these drivers trying to work in the fluffy stuff up on the top side of the racetrack, starting to inch closer and closer to the concrete walls. We head down through turn number 1 and 2. The cross flag sticks around. 5 down and 5 to run. Blake Walsh, your leader. Eddie Hartley in second. Kodavara back there in the 3rd and final transfer position. Look out, Crawford. Well, he wouldn't have a bit of a munch on the outside wall. That's exactly what he done, but he got it off the wall and kept it going. He sits in 4th position, now starting to feel the challenge here by Drew Fenton in the 08 machine, and Crawford wasn't happy enough. He wanted to go back for seconds. He wasn't satisfied with the first light. And well, hey, Crawford, third time's the charm, buddy. Come on, champion, get off that wall. 2 to run for your race leader for Blake Walsh. And Walsh is going to go upside down in the catch fence. Oh, look out. Oh, he's going to reverse down the track. Oh, boy. Fenton, Drew Fenton in the 08 machine, the Jim Beam entry. He's got the third and final transfer position. Meanwhile, checkered flag about to come out this time by. 2 more turns to go for Eddie Hartley down into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Eddie Hartley going to the 35 lap main event. Kodavara going to come home second, and Drew Fenton, ladies and gentlemen, will get the third and final transfer position. And poor old Blake Walsh, all he had to do was not step on the old pecker. And unfortunately, that's exactly what he did. Hartley, Kodavara, and Fenton, your top 3. Crawford, Walsh, and Gray, 4, 5, and 6. They're all packed up and getting ready to put the wings on top, along with Clayton Davies and Tyler McQuilkin. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. They are done for the wingless stuff. B main number 2. Well, it's a very short field. You can see 4 cars set to take to the racetrack. 1 driver out of these 4 cars on the racetrack will not make it. We've got Jason Burke and Damon Mush on the front row, along with Aidan Beerline and Braith Carlin. Everybody must be scared of a 3/8 of a mile tight little bull ring. And again, only the top 4, only 4 out of the 9 cars have decided to attempt a B main number 2 win, or a B main number 2 top 3 to go into the show. One of these drivers is going to be disappointed. Who will it be? Let's find out. We'll put 10 laps on the board once again. Burke in the 74, Mush in the 26. Beerline in the 13, down to the low side. Look out, look at Carlin to the outside, and Jason Burke gets chewed up and spat out at the back. Mush leads Carlin and Beerline. Beerline working down low now on the exit of turn number 4. Carlin trying to go low down into turn number 1 and 2. Mush works the top side of the racetrack. We work on lap number 2 complete, so now we are heat race distance away from your B main. And it looks like Jason Burke might be getting ready to pack the 360 wingless up. Now keep an eye on Beerline. He's starting to close in on Braith Carlin down into turn number 3 and 4. Carlin drifts up the racetrack. Here comes Beerline. Now does Beerline. He'll know that he's going to the show as long as he can keep it there. Maybe just trying to minimize the mistakes right now. Carlin with a slide job on Mush. Now Mush turns it back underneath him. What a race off turn number 4 for the race lead. Mush with a slide job back on Carlin. Carlin turns it back underneath him now. What a good battle for positions number 1 and 2. And this will line up the outside row 18, 20, and 22. The starting positions on offer for your top 3. And they're all going. Jason Burke has pulled a pit side right now, and Braith Carlin at the halfway stage. He leads B main number 2. And probably a good opportunity for these drivers right now to get themselves set up for the main event. Mush now, well, the right rear just giving a little bit of a love tap to the concrete wall, and Beerline just not trying to do anything silly as Mush got into the wall. Beerline turned it back underneath him now. Only the 3 drivers on the racetrack, so these top 3 drivers will in fact transfer automatically to the main event. And with just 2 to run, we are less than a mile away from the B main, and we are less than a mile away from your main event to come up here on Ultimate Dirt TV. A big thank you to, of course, the JSI Racing League. Once again, certainly putting on a show each and every Sunday night. The 360 wing sprint cars and the 360 wingless. Back straight away, final time. Braith Carlin into turns 3 and 4. And the checkered flag flies, and Braith Carlin will win from Aidan Beerline. Second will go to Beerline. Third is going to be Damon Mush. And those 3 drivers, as a result, will go on to the main event. 22 cars, everybody else 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, from 5 through to 9 they didn't grid, and Jason Burke unfortunately pulled it pit side. Let's go from the back to the front. Your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Position number 22 of Damon Mush. Position number 21, Drew Fenton. Position number 20, Aiden Beerline, Pateri Kodavara. Position number 19. Position number 18, Braith Carlin. Position number 17 of Eddie Hartley. Position number 16, Trent Humphreys. Position number 15, John Helms. Position number 14 of Aston Hurley. Position number 13, Daniel Boyd. Position number 12, Blake Hancock. And position number 11 of Tyler Bish. Your top 10 look like this. William Pilot out of position number 10. Position number 9, it's going to be Brock Lewis. Position number 8 is Joshua Barry. Position number 7, Max Bevan. Position number 6, Cody Lawrence. And position number 5, Trevor Royer. Your front 2 rows, your heat race winners. Position number 4, Bryce Lucius. Out of position number 3, Brady Baldwin. Position number 2, Brad O'Brien. And on pole for tonight's 35-lap journey is going to be Braden Shute. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for your main event. 35 laps the distance. Who will win? As you can see, let's have a look. Who do you think is going to find victory here in the 360 Wingless division? Will it be Braden Shute? Will it be Brady Baldwin? Will it be Trevor Royer, Bryce Lucius, Cody Lawrence? Will it be O'Brien? Let's find out. We go live for 35 and we are green here in your main event. Again, 3 maximum yellows unless there's a pile up between the lead cars inside the final 5 laps, where we'll have to throw the yellow for a green-white checker. Lap number 1, it's going to go to Brad O'Brien. Shute going through the middle. Baldwin working down low. Royer now moves into position number 3, but only not for long, because here comes Shute to the top side of the racetrack. Man, Royer's got the thing digging down on the low side. Through 1 and 2 we go. O'Brien, Baldwin and Shute. They all run the top side. Royer, here he comes. The yellow flag is out. Let's see what caused this one on the Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. I believe it might be the 99 here of Aston Hurley. In fact, Pilot had some dramas there. Hurley comes in and we go yellow. So first yellow of the night. Again, a maximum of 3 yellows. Well, Tracy, it's real simple. Is because on his timing and software, when he was with the Momentum team, that's what he'd put down. But how about we do this? Let's see if that worked as a green flag flies. There we go. Brad O'Brien, the OBR Sim Sports number 77 machine, leads us back into turn number 1 and 2. Baldwin holding on to position number 2. Here comes Royer. They work down low through turn number 3 and 4. Now look at Bryce Lucius. Shute to the outside, man. Shute. It was very tight down into turn number 1 and 2. O'Brien trying to gap the field. It's 0.3 of a second. Now it's going to be a little bit shorter than that. It's amazing how quickly these guys can go from running the top side in the first 5 or 6 laps to now running the bottom side of the racetrack. Speaking of running top and bottom, that's where Brad O'Brien is going to go. He runs top 1 and 2, bottom 3 and 4. Baldwin, Royer, they both work to the bottom side at both ends of the speedway. Now here comes O'Brien. Look at Shoot working the cushion through turn number 1 and 2, trying to move into a podium position. Shoot again doing his best to rail the top side. He has position number 3. And let me tell you, if Baldwin and O'Brien, if they continue to run the bottom side at both ends, you mark my word, the 15 is going to go to the front as he looks to claim victory here in the Wingless. And he gets a run, he moves into position number 2 to the top side. And Braden Shoot, they are working together right now. Speaking of working together, Brad O'Brien, he's obviously seen that one, so now he'll go to the top side. But again, that leaves the bottom side open for Baldwin. Shoot tries to duck down low down into turn number 1 and 2. He drifts up to the middle of the racetrack, trying to get the horsepower down on the exit of turn number 2, but he was right through the slick. And here comes Bryce Lucius. Man, look at the top 5 on screen. 3 right on the top, 2 right on the bottom. But it is the top line that is prevailing right now. O'Brien, Shoot, and Lucius. We work on lap number 14 complete, 21 remaining. Baldwin and Royer, they're starting to get left behind. Look at the top 3, man, there's nothing in it. There literally is nothing in it between them. Now here comes Shoot, slide jump down into 3 and 4. 3 wide for the race lead, Braden Shoot. What a drive in the number 15 machine, but here comes O'Brien. O'Brien with a slide jump, and momentarily we go 3 wide for the lead down the back straight away. Oh boy, giddy up cowboy. It is on like Donkey Kong, and Braden Shoot once again. He will lead another lap, and now Lucius with a slide jump at O'Brien. He cleared him. O'Brien caught the left rear, and that put Lucius into the concrete wall just for a split second. Now here comes Royer, working the inside there on Baldwin. What a race, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right now. O'Brien still holds on to position number 2. The battle is on for the final spot on the podium between Baldwin and the 7 machine. He's the car working the inside of the creed. Here comes Lucius, crossover from top to the bottom with a slide job on O'Brien. And Lucius now drives away. Oh, look out. O'Brien and Baldwin nearly made contact. Baldwin threw it in there, and O'Brien, he got off the gas and just allowed Baldwin to slide up, and now he turned it back underneath him. Now look at Royer working the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. What a fantastic race here at Lanier on the 360 Wingless Sprint Cars for JSI Racing. Here comes Royer. He is all over the back of Shoot. Baldwin, he caught the inside wall down into turn number 1. We go yellow. Oh my. And it is the case of the 7 of Brady Baldwin, the driver who just caught a little piece of the concrete wall right here in turn number 1 and 2. Let's take a look at the slow-mo. Now, cameraman getting a real good close-up of that race car. And unfortunately, it puts that 7 machine, the Q7, backed up the racetrack. And ouch, Tyler Bish, nowhere to go in that exchange. And therefore, Brady Baldwin goes to the back of the field. But man, oh man. Again, these boys, week after week after week, we continue to watch these guys in the wingless and the winged sprint cars for the 360s for JSI Racing. They continue to put on a show each and every Sunday night. And don't forget, coming off last week at Kokomo in the 360 winged sprint car division, we were 4 and almost 5 wide coming to the checkered flag. It was separated by about 1/4 of a second, and that is really just unheard of. 11 laps remaining for Braden Shoot. Will go 3 wide down into 1 and 2. Look out Lucius and O'Brien. Oh, look out Shoot. Have a look who's working the inside. Daniel Boyd, we go 3 wide. Oh man, Trevor Royer to the race lead. Shoot back to the inside, and Daniel Boyd works the inside. Here comes Eddie Hartley as well. Hartley in the 23 machine, but what a race for the lead. 3 wide, almost 4 wide once again, down into turn number 3 and 4. Holy cow, Braden Shoot, 4 wide for the race lead. Look at one car going back to the pits. That's Bryce Lucius. Oh, we are yellow. Oh my. Deja Vu coming out. 3 and 4 wide for the lead. But it's at a different racetrack. Lanier once again. And man, oh man. Tell you what, you've got to feel for Bryce Lucius and Aiden Beerline. Beerline back to the pits. Lucius, he's back on the racetrack. So we're on a 2 to green signal at the moment, so we are going to have 5 remaining. Now, there'll be no more caution flags unless there is a big pile up to where the admins and race control are going to deem necessary to throw the yellow to give us a green-white checker situation and the best possible outcome, or the best possible finishing situation. So, as it stands, no more yellows unless there is something massive about to be brewing. And well, the pot has been stirred. And behind the iRacing flagman is going to give him the green flag this time by. And he is also going to give him a palm to say, boys, there's 5 to run. Let's get it in the books as O'Brien back to the race lead. Shoot to the top side as well. Royer down low. Daniel Boyd coming through the middle now. Royer trying to get a run. Slide job for the race lead. No, not going to happen. O'Brien keeps a foot pinned in the 77 machine, and he railed the top side around the outside of Braden shooting man. You go, look at how dominating O'Brien was in the first opening 10 laps of this main event. And now the last 5 or 6 laps, and he has been an absolute rocket ship, but with 3 to run. It is not over with just yet. Braden Shute tries to rally and tries to fight the 77 down the back straightaway. 2 laps to run for Brad O'Brien. Will Braden shoot? Will he throw the big slide job down into 3 and 4? O'Brien gets the run through 1 and 2. And that may just do it into 3 and 4. The white flag is out. 1 to go. 3/8 of a mile. 4 turns for Brad O'Brien. Shoot has tried to go to the bottom side. In fact, he'll drift up to the cushion. He's not going to have enough time. Brad O'Brien just needs to get turns 3 and 4 right. He looks to do so. Shoot trying to go to the bottom side. Not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Brad O'Brien will win tonight's 360 Wingless here at Lanier. Wow, wow, wow. What a race. And again, how many times did we see 3 and 4 wide for the race lead? Let's take a look at your finishing results here. Well done to Brad O'Brien. He gets the job done for OBR Sim Sport. Braden Shute going to come home in 2nd spot. Trevor Royer in 3rd. 4th is going to go to Joshua Barry, the Allure Esports. Car number 41 of Tyler Bish, home in position number 4. Hartley, Boyd, Helms, Lucius and Hancock going to round out your top 10. Then we go back to Mush, Humphreys, Baldwin, Fenton and Codavaro, your top 15. Finishing a lap down or back on pit road, 16th, Lawrence, Pilot, Beerline, Carlin, Bevan, your top 20. Hurley and Lewis round out the 22 car field. We're just awaiting the drivers to get out of the virtual cockpit of the race cars. And we are going to chat to our top 3 here tonight. In fact, let's go straight down to Victory Lane. Let's chat to you winner here tonight in the 77 entry of Brad O'Brien. Brad, congratulations on this victory. And, well, an up and down race, that's for sure. You had the lead. You were dominating in the first part of that race, and things just fell your way, and you're able to come away with the win in the last 5 laps.
Yeah, I got lucky off that second last restart there. I think Braden just buzzed it a little bit and sort of drifted up and left the bottom all the way open. I seen Bryce start to come down. I just blew it in there and hope it cleared him. But yeah, no, that was a good race. Very sketchy. The cushion up there was pretty much non-existent. It was real thin. So yeah, got a little lucky and glad to walk away with the win.
Well, talk about what the racetrack done there. Obviously, at the start of the night or start of that feature event, because there was a couple of drivers working the bottom side. You being one of those drivers, and then all of a sudden, Braden Shute sort of shows his hand and runs the top side, and it was at that point where you sort of had to take, had to go up there and take his line away.
Yeah, I was running the bottom. The bottom in 3 and 4 is normally really good here, and the top in 1 and 2 stays, so you can sort of run it like an egg-shaped track a little bit there. But yeah, it's just trying to get a bit of drive off the bottom and save the car, because I knew I'd end up tearing the fence down later on anyway if I went back up there. And yeah, then heard Braden come around the top of me in 3 and 4, so decided to jump back up to the top and hopefully just cover his line. But he was good enough to get past me and gap me there for a little bit, and I ended up battling with Brady, and we nearly came together as well. So no, it was a good race for sure.
Did the racetrack look as fun as what it was to watch up here in the booth? Because it certainly looked like one that's going to be remembered for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. That was a really fun track. Normally you can sort of diamond off here as well a little bit, keeping the grip down the straights, but that line didn't really come in at all. It was all just either around the top or around the very, very bottom. But yeah, that was a fun track. Shout out to Brady for the sets. The sets pretty good. So yeah, no, it was a good first outing.
All right, buddy. Well, look, well done on the win. No doubt you got plenty of people behind you, backing you, and you got a good team behind you as well, plus the sponsors as well. Now's your opportunity to thank those people, buddy.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, OBR Sim Sports and all the boys on there. Braden Miller for spotting me there, and Blake Walsh spotted me as well, which was really handy. I got to thank Alex Adard for all the driver coaching that he does for me. Does a ripper job. OW Sim Sets, obviously this is a fixed league, but yeah, Sick Leads, 6 Sims, and yeah, just everyone else that helps out on the car, New Lane Contracting, Alan H, Electrical Supplies, and yeah, if I missed anyone, sorry, but yeah, should be all of them.
All right, there we go. Brad O'Brien, ladies and gentlemen, your winner here tonight from Lanier in the 360 Wingless division. We'll chat to the man that comes home in second spot here tonight, and well, he's probably had a number of times where he's been a bridesmaid, but another bridesmaid spot goes to Braden Shute. Braden, congratulations on second spot, and man, you were ripping in the first half of that feature event, and then the track just sort of went away from you. How was that one?
It was good fun, actually. I had some brilliant speed in the middle section of that race, and shame the yellow come out. I think I might have had him covered, but who knows?
It certainly looked like a racetrack that certainly had a couple of different lines. Obviously, that top side working, but there was a number of drivers that were able to work the bottom side. Being a fixed setup league, where did you feel comfortable putting that 15 machine?
Felt really comfortable on the top, and it just felt faster than the bottom. I just couldn't stick it on the bottom. But yeah.
Could you have done anything differently at a point in the race where you thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that? Could you have done anything differently to maybe being one step higher on this podium?
Definitely on that race start. Should have covered the slider. And, yeah, they all came under me and got tagged, and that's what ruined my race. But oh well, we'll move on.
Certainly move on, buddy. Congratulations on second place. Before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you?
Brad O'Brien, OBR Sim Sports, Max Bevan, Outdoor Cleaning Co, and everyone for their help. All
right, there we go. That is Braden Shute, your runner-up here tonight, and well, home in third spot tonight, driving the Black Diamond Motorsport. Second time we spoke to him in a couple of weeks, this time without the wing on top. Trevor Roy, a third spot, buddy. You got to be happy about that one.
Yeah, not a bad race overall. Started fifth, so I moved up. So on the podium, can't complain about it. Track was kind of worked there towards the end. Not much really I could do, so I'm all right with the third. Brady and Brad, they ran good races, so hats off to them.
Just looked like you struggled there, probably the first half of that race, just sort of following Baldwin there. What did you sort of feel from the cockpit of that race car, just rolling the bottom side?
Yeah, I thought the bottom was going to be the place to be. I figured early on the top was going to be the place to be, but I figured the bottom would come in. And every time I seemed like I started to get a run, Brady made a mistake in front of me and kind of slowed me up. But that's racing. No complaints towards him. Just couldn't get around him there first half of the race. And then once I finally did, just couldn't get those two guys up ahead of me.
Well, certainly a different, difficult racetrack to say the least. A track that, of course, changes lap after lap. Trevor, you like these wingless stuff? You like these wingless stuff more than the wings on top? What's your preference on that one?
I enjoy the non-wing car. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say I like one more than the other. They're both a little bit different driving styles. So, I plan on being up front for this next race as well. So I enjoy them both the same. I'm from Pennsylvania. That's wing country. And always enjoy when the non-wings come and race, though. Puts on a good show.
All right, buddy. Well done on third spot here tonight. Before we let you go, of course, we know you've got a good team behind you. We know you've got a lot of good sponsors on this race car. We'll let you thank those people now.
My team, Black Diamond Motorsports. I know it's fixed setup, so not much they could do there, but they're on the car. Been with them for a while. Brett, you with UltimateDirtTV, I love what you do on broadcast. Always make the broadcast entertaining, and the way you describe the race is awesome. Drew Neal with 19 Designs does my paint jobs. Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. JSI for putting on the league, and everybody watching. Hope it was a good show.
There we go. Black Diamonds, Trevor Royer home in third position. Not to be the case for him tonight. To tell you what was the case. What the case was, plain and simple, Brad O'Brien, too good in the end here in the 360 wingless division. We've got the 360 winged sprint cars to come up next. Again, don't go anywhere. We're going to be live in probably in about 35 to 40 minutes time. These drivers get a chance now to put the wings on top, and you can catch all the action right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Again, a big thanks to, of course, JSI Racing, Crawford Designs, Ash Hammond Designs, and there is also one, I think it's White Line Transport as well. There we go. It just popped up on the screen. Beautiful timing. Thank you to all the sponsors that make all this possible, and a big thank you to all the fans that keep coming back. Night in, night out, morning in, morning out. Doesn't matter what time it is. We've always got you loyal supporters that continue to come back and watch these drivers, and for allowing us to showcase what we can do here in the virtual world. It's no different. It's a little different in the real world, but you got the same concept. But again, a big thank you to, of course, World of Thunder Esports League, SRT Australia, Rocket Racing Setups, FEG PC, and Heatwave Designs. Check them out on all their social media pages. Check them out on the World Wide Web. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, this is Brett Wheeler. It's not saying good night. It's stick around in about 30 minutes time for the 360 winged sprint cars presented by JSI Racing.